What is the best bank account to use for your Canadian visa application? Many people ask me these questions when we're processing the application, and I just had to do this video so I can use it to educate people on how to go about it. Many countries have big banks, you have medium banks, and you have the smaller banks. The big banks most times have branches nationwide. They can even do international transaction and all of that. The medium banks too may have nationwide, but the other smaller banks may just have one or two branches. Or maybe they are just in one zone or one area. They are not national. They are not spread nationally. They also give you bank and all of that. But from my experience, it is always better to use a bank that has a national spread. The reason why I'm suggesting this is because many times the visa officer wants to verify your bank account. They want to verify the bank statement you're using for your application. It is easier for them to verify an account that has a national, that is everywhere, than the one that has just a local presence. And that gives a bit more credibility to your application. See, many of the things that people do as regards doing bank statement runs and all of that, these embassy people, they know about it. So, okay, I'll use Nigeria as an example now. Now, the major banks in Nigeria, they have a platform which we call My Bank Statement Ticket, where the embassies can independently verify the statement that you have sent without having to reach out to the bank. So when you submit your application with that kind of bank account where you have added the bank statement ticket to it and they can check themselves, it gives more credibility to your work. Unlike when you submit a bank account that they have to write the branch. Maybe it has just 3 or 4 branches in the whole country. They have to write the branch has to communicate with them. They are not sure whether the person communicating with them is the real person that is supposed to, and all of that. So if you want your job to be processed quickly, and if you want to give your job a high credibility, you want the visa officer to sit and believe that, oh, this is a genuine job and all of that, it's better to use a bank that is either a medium bank or a national bank, a bank that has presence everywhere. Or, for example, just like I said, Nigeria, use one that has My Bank Statement Tickets. It makes your job faster. Imagine you are going to study, you are supposed to resume your study in a month's time, and the visa officer has to send a mail or send a letter to the bank to verify your bank statement. That's going to delay a lot of things. It's going to cause a lot of delay and all of that. But if you have added My Bank Statement Ticket to it, they can log into that portal themselves and verify it. And once they verify it, that's done. It's sorted, and they are confirmed that your bank statement is fine, and they can approve your work. So the big banks, the big banks are better than the small banks. Then the bank that the embassy can independently verify the bank statement you submit is better than the one that the embassy has to write to them to confirm whether the statement of account you sent to them is genuine. So if you have that option in your country of origin, use the big bank. And many of us, even though we have the small bank, we also have the big bank. We know many of us have both. So if you have both, you can put the two accounts there and make sure funds are in the one that they can independently verify. This will likely make your work to be processed faster and gives you a bit of credibility, because once they check and they confirm and they see that, oh, you have funds there, the funds is as it's supposed to be, the way what you printed and submitted the same thing they saw there, the likelihood that you would have and get an approval is quite high. Unlike when they have to send confirmation to the bank, wait for that slows down the process. So that's why I recommend that if you have a bank that has My Bank Statement Tickets, or if the embassy has any arrangements with your country where they can verify those banks online without sending messages to the bank, it is better for you to use that for your application. If you need more guidance about this, you can reach out to me. My WhatsApp number is +1 587 568 6124.